Hello, hello, hello. It's me, everybody's favorite Gunchpot, back at it again. Uh, here, here in the early hours, earlier than I'm normally up. Streaming anyway. Hi. I hope everybody's doing well on this here Pokemon Day, where we're gonna be partaking in Pokemon who are turning 30. We're gonna be seeing news, I'm assuming, about a lot of things. But mostly, hopefully, Generation 10. I also have my Switch out here to see what is going on with that. Oh, the software is not available yet. Okay. Um, I'm also prepping the TikTok live, but hey, we have a brand spanking new Pokemon event that's starting in just about 9 minutes. Um, I know that there were some leaks a while back of like Pokemon's whole thing. I don't know if any of those were real. I'm assuming that they were because Pokemon leaks tend to be real when they're like not like the 4chan ones, but like the actual ones that get picked up and circulated. So that being said, I'm assuming that that Pokemon Wind and Waves is going to be announced today. And since this is a big 30th anniversary celebration, I'm assuming that they're going to be talking about like other stuff too that like might not be happening this year. Um, but I'm assuming we're gonna get some news about the card game. I'm assuming we're gonna get some news about the anime, maybe a movie, or I mean, maybe another live action movie if they've been working on that and just like nobody knows. That would be cool. Because Detective Pikachu was a lot of fun. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see in what they. I'm interested to see what they bring up here. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't been excited about Pokemon in a little while. Because I don't know. I just don't think that like Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet were that fun. I played Scarlet and Violet. I didn't play the DLC. I didn't really have any desire to go back to that game. Um, and Sword and Shield, I did play through. I uh, I did the DLC for that. I never did like the living decks or anything for any of these newer games. But I don't know. They just didn't they didn't hit as far. I feel like something about the Pokemon formula doesn't work in not necessarily doesn't work in 3D because I do think that X and Y and Sun and Moon were good, but I thought that Sun and Moon specifically did the Pokemon formula so much better because while it was still basically the same thing of doing gyms and blah blah blah, it worked better because it was a more unique sort of environment, and they did ultimately try to shake it up a little bit with Sun and Moon. Um, so I feel like it just did it better, and the story itself was more engaging, and they just had more reason to like care. And I don't feel that way about uh, any of the other new Pokemon games. So I'm really hoping that whatever Wind and Waves is, or if they've changed the name or whatever, um, ends up being like really cool and unique and just proves to us that they can actually put some damn effort into this franchise. Uh, but who knows? It might not happen. It might not. Um, Again, because I feel like I haven't really like enjoyed a Pokemon game since Sun and Moon. Which I did thoroughly enjoy, and I would love to go back and play those games someday. But since then, I just feel like it's kind of been let down after letdown. Um, and their first couple forays into open world have been like okay. Like I thought Arceus was fun. Um and again, Scarlet and Violet just didn't hit for me, and I didn't play ZA. I couldn't bring myself to shell out the full price for ZA. Um let's get over here to the thing. No? All right. Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to buy that game. And I don't know if I'll ever play it because of that. Because they make it impossible to get used copies or discounted copies of their games. But I'm interested. I mean, I definitely would give ZA a try if I could get it for like $20. Um, physical media, maybe. I don't know. But that being said, I'm hopeful that the things that they're working on are exciting. And especially if the timeline that was leaked is to be believed, um, we might be in for some really cool stuff, especially whatever this like merged region game is. I know that there's like another Legends game that got leaked that's maybe supposed to take place in like ancient Galar. Again, I'm just not so interested in that. If it looks good, I'll pick it up, but mostly whatever Gen 10 and whatever this like split region that's like Kanto, Sinnoh, and Hoenn. And yeah, I'm aware that they're just reselling nostalgia again. But they, other than like gold and silver, they've never really done anything like that. So that's something that I am interested in. That I'd very much be interested in seeing if they chose to do that, if that's real. Now we do have 3 minutes until Pokemon Presents 2/27, 2026 begins. And I'm excited to get into it. I'm certainly optimistic. The thing that also like kind of pisses me off about Pokemon lately, and this is not Pokemon's fault, but it's the packs. It's the packs for sure. The card game is rightfully very popular, and I'm glad that they have the Pokemon trading card game app now. That seems like a really good jumping on point for collectors who, or like people who want to get into the game, even though it's like a dumbed down version of the game. I'm excited to see that continue to go and grow, and I really hate the like Pokemon card market. And I ultimately wish that Pokemon could do something to circumvent like the basically gambling that just buying up a fuck ton of packs and then selling them on eBay. Like the two things, because it's like you're either buying the packs and you're opening them and you're getting nothing, and that's like introducing kids to gambling, or you're a 50-year-old man who's buying Pokemon cards in bulk and then selling them online. And both of those things are cringe. You could be 50 and buy Pokemon cards and play the game, and that's like way less cringe than just like reselling cards or packs for 10 times their value. But that's just me. Hey, that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I do have a hard time believing that it's been 30 years. I mean, Pokemon has existed longer than I have, but it has certainly been around pretty much the entire time. And I mean, my first game was Pokemon Red. I'm a Gen 1er. I was there back at the beginning, kind of. I mean, the beginning of my life, and then my older brothers who were there at the beginning had Game Boys, and I played them when I was 3, 4. So it bums me out, honestly, that that Pokemon is in this current state, because I wanna be like pumped about it. All the little creatures are so cool. I mean, I enjoyed Weed Cat. That's probably my favorite part of Scarlet and Violet was Meowscarada. Uh, but yeah. Have you guys seen this Rogue? I've been playing Rogue, and that is actually a lot of fun. Browser game where it's just like you pick your Pokemon team and then you just go through random Pokemon battles trying to beat gym leaders as you go, but it's all just one battle after another. With Leo DiCaprio. This should be beginning shortly. Anytime now. There's probably going to be another countdown as soon as it starts, too. I was curious if Politichu is going live. That's loud. Doesn't seem like it, though. Boom. Okay. Let's full screen that. Sick. 30 seconds until Pokemon. I hope you're ready, chat. Let's get that at a good volume. All right. Let's find our way to Pokemon Land. Oh, I gotta go live on TikTok too. Oh boy. Display capture. 10, 3, 2, 1. Frick. There we go. Just in time. The Pokemon presents. I should have gone live on TikTok like 5 minutes ago. Oh, the classic opening. I'm gonna change my tag on here too. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's the history of Pokemon. That's all of them. Oh, the Let's Go games were fun. I know it was just repackaging Gen 1 again, but it was a little different. It was a little something different.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Hello, Ishihara.
Today,
if it's really quiet, let me know. I can turn it up.
Is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan.
Happy Pokemon Day.
The Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance.
All them mons.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered. And
that's a lot.
Diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories.
It's a lot of Pokemon.
Worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th.
Oh, what is that Lickitung slide?
Because of your support.
Ooh.
Thank you, each and every one of you.
That's weird.
All enjoy seeing
I hate that.
Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon.
They announcing the Pokemon 1000 Pokemon chocolate bar. They're revealing new Deltarune chapters, I bet. That'd be kind of cool, actually, if they released a chocolate line that was like little Pokeballs were the wrappers, and then it was like different, like every single Pokemon potentially. Game Boy, little mini Game Boy that they're gonna resell to us for $100. Oh, it's not even an actual Game Boy. It's just frames. Pokemon Yellow? Oh, it's music. Okay, they're little MP3 tracks. I mean, I kind of like that. I like a physical media music player.
Effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired.
That's fun. That's fun.
We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
I'm not gonna buy it, but it's cool. I'm sure it's gonna go wild with the collectors. And having the physical, having the Game Boy Advance cartridge, like that's cool. That's cool. I like it.
Hello, Pokemon trainers, and
hello.
Happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share
No
news
relation.
about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking
They did a
place
collab with
on
Hershey's.
September
Little rectangle could be one of the original
Pokemon
151
X
Pokemon. Yeah, okay, so that's been done. So there's no original ideas. The only thing they've revealed so far is a little Game Boy Advance music thing, red and blue music.
Will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions.
Oh
While
yeah,
their
is
fellow
Pokemon
competitors
Champions
will
isn't even
battle in
out
the
yet.
Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and
Yeah.
Pokemon Unite.
I
The
forgot about
final
Pokemon
matches of
Unite.
These games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals.
Wow.
Years ago,
Sounds awesome.
we started on a mission to create the
Cam
most
Steady?
exciting Pokemon event.
Cam Steady
Our
mentioned
competitors and
in
their
official
families.
Pokemon
As the World Championships evolved,
event.
we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around
I mean, it
the
looks
world
dope.
can come together and
I'm trying to
celebrate
go to
their
Anaheim
learning.
for Pokemon
As
stuff.
we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite
Oh, they do a
all to the
yellow
inaugural
remake?
Pokemon
They
XP.
did that a couple years ago.
Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading,
Couple times even.
cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on
They never did
workshops,
like a piss yellow like they
exciting
did for
partner
Fire Red and
collaborations,
Leaf Green.
and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To
If they're taking
celebrate
ideas
this
of other games, they need a Pokemon
we're
hero
doing
shooter.
a first look at a truly special piece of art
Truly.
illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
I mean, it would be kind of good. I mean, it would
If you
be
are joining us in
terrible,
person in San
but I'd
Francisco
play it.
Or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you.
Because I don't think Pokemon Unite's that
Thank
fun,
you, Pokemon trainers.
but it's all about the mobile game market. And we got cards. Let's go gambling. Or let's go to eBay. Oh, some classic cards. Some classic cards. It's baby's first MOBA. Same with Gekushin Squadra. Oh, that was cool. Duo legendaries. Oh, maybe just the one. I would love a Pokemon Black and White remake. I do think that Sun and Moon are among my favorite games, but Black and White are up there. Top 3. Genesect needs way more love. No, those games are super fun. I would love a remake of those. Releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2026. Oh, yeah, okay. Pokemon Go, 10 years. I guess that's true. I kind of fell off this in 2024. Thank you for the likes over on TikTok, too.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
Wow.
And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow.
No way.
We also have a promo code to share.
Oh. Go Torkalos. Pokemon Zombie Virus game. Get the Pokerus. Okay. Pokemon Red and Blue. For Masters. I like they're trying to replicate the art style a little bit, though. That's cool. I don't play this game. I don't think I ever even downloaded it. Master Sex. 6.5 year celebration. Really? We have to do 6.5 years just so that they have a reason to be here. Okay, the cafe game. Pokemon Cafe Remix. All of the partner Pokemon. I like them with their big stupid heads. We want Pokemon cookies IRL. True. Get the Krispy Kreme collab. Oh, yep. I did do Pokemon Sleep for a little while after it launched, and then I was like, wait a minute. I don't need the Pokemon Company to know my sleeping data and history. I'm good, actually. Also, my phone would overheat. Krispy Kreme or Crumble collab. I mean, Crumble makes more sense. Though I'm more of an Insomnia guy myself.
To celebrate Pokemon
Okay, I'm
Go,
glad that we're just
Go's
getting through
Moltres
all
and
of the,
Articuno
like,
will be joining the fray.
all of the filler here. They're just, like,
The
plowing
magnificent
through all the
power
stuff
of
that nobody
three
gives a shit about so we can talk about the
Pokemon
anime
comes
and games.
together. Soar
Mainline games.
stylishly into
And a
battle.
shiny Goomy
You
cake.
can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses.
Shigumi
Even
cake.
more Pokemon are scheduled to be added.
Typhlosion and
Don't
Feraligatr
miss
and
what's
Meganium. Next time on Filler Ball Z. Mewtwo and Genesect join forces. Wait, they actually did that though, right? Pokemon trading card game Pocket. We have more cards going. Please do anime with Ash. They're definitely not going to do a new anime with Ash. They might do a live action, like, Red movie. That'd be dope. Pokemon XCOM crossover. Actually, like a Pokemon strategy game would be kind of tough. But with Mewgenics out, I don't know if it would compete. I mean, it's Pokemon, so it's gonna sell, but dreaming is free, okay? Ash had such a good journey. Ash had such a good 20-year run. It's Lyco's turn. I only watched like 3 episodes of Horizons. Oh shit, Pokemon Gale of Darkness coming to the Virtual Console or coming to you for $30. Yeah. Mario Rapids X-esque. I actually never played this game because I never owned a N64. Is that what this was on? Never had one. Or is this a GameCube game? Couldn't possibly. I've heard of it. I'm well aware of it. I'd play. I'd play if it's just coming to the Virtual Console. I'd 100% play. Dark Lugia. Oh, it was a GameCube game. I did have a GameCube, but yeah, just never snagged this one.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
Welcome. I assumed
I'd
this
like
guy
to
was
give
from
you
the
all some
Pokemon
additional
Company.
Updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games
Releasing
coming to
today.
Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan.
He said that
were
6
released
times
on
now.
Game Boy Advance in 2004.
Uh-huh.
Today,
This
these
dude's
games
favorite
have been
Pokemon
made
has to be
available
water
play
type.
Once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah. We're well aware, I think. This was announced a
We
few
also
days ago.
plan to make these titles
With
compatible with
Pokemon
Go
Home
in the future.
support in the future and
This way,
Pokemon
you
Champions.
can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on
Mm-hmm.
adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
Can I put
Next,
my
we have
my
some news
Mega
about Pokemon Champions.
Starmie in Gen 1 in Fire Red? Ah, yes, Pokemon Champions. This game that was announced 2 years ago that we're still just kind of waiting on. Pull out your phone, pull out your Switch. Imagine a Pokemon Emerald remake. I really don't want them to remake Pokemon games that they've already remade. So, like, Gen 1, Gen 3, Gen 4. Just leave them be. Leave them alone. We have various remakes. I know we technically have Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I don't count that. What if they do the Dragon Quest route reimagined? I don't know. At this point, I have less nostalgia for, like, that generation. If they want to do something with 2, I'm cool with that. Or if they want to do something with black and white, I'm cool with that. But really, I think that they should prioritize just getting every Pokemon game on the Switch. Hopefully not via resale, because that would suck.
Next
but
up is news
that's
about
probably
the
what they're
Mega
gonna do.
Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game. The
Oh,
newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be fine with that. Right, I forgot about the DLC for ZA. I didn't play this either. Could not be bothered. And I played Emerald, but I didn't care for it as much as Red and Gold. Whoa, he's got a gun. I don't know if this is another DLC. I think this is just the one DLC. But it's still not out, or it's coming out. I didn't play this game, so I'm not really up to date. It's a lot of cool Pokemon. Cool Megas. Except for Starmie. Yeah. This is the same one. Again, if I can find this game for like $20, I'll pick it up. But that just doesn't really happen. Maybe a Facebook Marketplace snag. Mega Zoroark is cool. Yeah, Mega Garchomp. Oh, he flies. Neat. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, there's two. Or is it just not? Okay. What? Great. Awesome. We're gonna get the Wind and Waves announcement today, right? Surely. That game is supposed to come out this year. Gen 10.
New Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered.
Yippee.
This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends
Oh, it's a gift?
ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes.
Wind
After
Waker
playing this
remake.
gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega
I just started
Garchomps.
playing Wind Waker this year
You can
too.
obtain a
I need to finish
Garchomp
it.
Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace. Next up, we have some news about Pokemon.
Oh, I kind of forgot about Pokopia too. I'm not gonna play this either. I don't have an affinity for these cozy games. I had my fun with Pokemon or Animal Crossing New Horizons when everyone was, and I think I'm like good. How's everyone doing? Doing well. Which one is this one? This is the one where like it's just Animal Crossing, but you're Ditto. Rotom speakers. Beep bop boop bop beep. Boop bop boop bop boop beep. Ba 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 da da. Steri Rotom.
Is that curious looking stereo of Rotom?
Seems like they got
Maybe
Rotoms for
the
everything now.
Can hop inside. It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom.
What's up, DJ
What
Rotom?
happens if you give it a CD in the game?
I bet it plays music. They only have 5 songs.
It can help liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to
Okay.
the beat too.
It's a
Let's listen
music
to
player.
DJ Rotom's specially selected
DJ
tracks while
Rotom,
I
dude.
introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia.
I think that this is gonna be
Ditto first
this is gonna be a
emerged
lot of
Professor
fun
Tangrowth
for the
in
people
Wasteland
that this
as once a
game
town.
is for.
It seems like
It's just
Ditto
not
is
for
working
me,
alongside
and that's
other
fine. I'm okay with
Pokemon
that.
to develop the town.
But it eats the
Wow,
disc and requires you to
should
buy it
line
again.
up.
Probably.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu.
The idea
wants
of
to eat
Ditto
you.
copying a human is
But
crazy.
how do you cook?
I'd like to play it, but no money. Yeah. That's fair. Oh.
Huh?
Huh? What?
That's Silhouette.
It's the fat one. I can't remember its name. Frick. I'm a fraud. Greedent, right. Bro's cooking.
A Greedent appeared.
A Greedent appeared.
Sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
Why do they call him that?
Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes.
I'd love to play a lot of these games, but I just moved back home with my parents and lost job. Hey, no shame.
Some
It's
dishes
fucking
will
rough
even
out there right
powerful
now.
moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
Bro, Gustav from
Try
Ratatouille.
bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an
The
outing.
Pokemon Ratatouille.
In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns.
Oh, because
You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide
this
and
is
seek.
crazy.
I wonder
if they're
everyone's
gonna like.
hiding.
I wonder if they're gonna somehow
There you
make this
are. There's
canon.
someone here, too.
Like, you think in a future mainline Pokemon game, they'll like.
There's the last
You'll
one.
discover this island with a Pokemon Center that's like
Whoa,
run by a
you can
Ditto.
transform into objects,
I think that
too.
would be cool.
That was a fun game of hide and seek.
Huh.
By working together.
Oh
you
shit!
could even
Full
build
Minecraft?
something This big.
Wait, like there's just full on crafting? That's kind of crazy.
Together, you can develop a town.
Your rival is a Ditto.
Or go on
That
far-off
would be crazy.
adventures.
Funny is they'll only support it for a year and then only had Gen 3 Pokemon. Yeah.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger.
Yep.
Developing a town.
I guess
one
just saw
step at a
Piplup.
time.
That's a Gen 4. Oh yeah, and the spooky
Pokemon
Pikachu.
Utopia.
I just saw the white
Available on
Pikachu.
March 5th.
And there's a Sylveon down there. So prop hunt. I mean, as like a side mode. And it's just Animal Crossing. But good job. Shiny Pokemon joins your town. Is this only supposed to be a 30-minute presentation?
This is next week
Or is
on
this supposed to be an
Thursday,
hour?
March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up. Today,
And because
we
that's
covered all of the
that's
information
everything.
you see
That's
here.
everything. So if it's 30 minutes, I can see them talking about the new game for 7 minutes. Or
We'd
but
like
if
to
it's an
end our
hour,
presentation
okay,
today
it's only
with
30
one
minutes.
final video for you all.
I saw that. I
Thank you
knew
for
about
tuning
the N was a Zoroark theory. N is such a cool character. I'd love it if they remade Black and White. Okay, here we go. Rating pending. Oh yeah, this is exactly what they did for Scarlet and Violet. A little bit of live action, something or other. Oh, it's Pikachu. Who would have thought? Not as much as I would have expected, though. They didn't talk about the anime at all. But the Ferris wheel from Black. Okay, they're going through everything. Yeah, I see. They're doing every region. It's just a celebration of the series history. And now we have the wind and the waves. What's up, Pokechew? There's the waves. Where's the wind? I guess the sky is the wind also. Oh. Oh my god, it's more Pikachus. In this new Pokemon game, your starter choices will be Pikachu, Pikachu in a white Hawaiian shirt, and Pikachu in a blue dress. Those are the starters. They really said, fuck it, it's all just Pikachu. It looks exactly like Scarlet and Violet. So this is going to be launching on the Switch 1 as well. For sure. Which is bad. Which I think is, like, for the record, I think is bad for the games. Being held back by the Switch 1 hardware is objectively bad for the Pokemon games. Which, like, I know not everybody has a Switch 2 yet, but I think at a certain point they have to stop supporting it. Because the Switch 2 is like a powerful console that's capable of good-looking games. Okay, we got starters. Weird. I love that little dog. Are you kidding me? Brout. Dude. Pombon, are you kidding me? Give me a fire dog any day of the week. Gekwa. Okay, okay. I like the dog a lot. It looks like Toby Fox. Little Toby Fox dumb dog. They've not showed any other new Pokemon yet. I do like this underwater. If that's a big part of the game, that would be cool. Pokemon wins and waves. Gonna pet that dog. Of course, of course. Global release simultaneous in 2027. Huh? We're not doing a holiday release? Huh? Hold on. Let me go back. Send it back. There's no Switch 1 logo up there. Huh. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Interesting. Yes, clearly still in development. It's interesting that they're not doing a holiday release, though. Very interesting. I mean, I'm gonna play this one. I feel like I gotta play the mainline games, and it's Gen 10, so I'm hoping that they do something cool with this. And because there's so much water, I'm assuming it's gonna get a bad review by IGN. Let's go through this again, because I mean, there's some stuff to talk about, I think. Thank you for the follow cover. Okay, so it does appear to be the same graphics engine, which, like, if it's on the 2 and it runs fine, then fine. I would like them to do something else with the art style, just personally. But if this is the formula that they're locked in on, then this is the formula that they're locked in on, and that's just what they're gonna do forever. So the shading looks really good, like in those foresty sections. Like, this looks good, especially like all the shadows. That looks good. Yes, there is new starters. We saw them. This looks cool. If this is like a gym or whatever, this will be cool. Hard to say though, if this is like a gym or if this is like just the Pokemon laboratory. At least it's like a resort, and there's this big ass slide. I mean, shit looks cool. And this is protagonists. Fine looking protagonists. Like, I think that at this point they're all kind of generic, but maybe it is the league. It seems like it's where you're starting from. So like, if this is the beginning of the game, then this probably is just like the Pokemon research lab of the region. I'm assuming the big ball is the Pokemon Center. We got Tailo flying around. We got bugs. Again, no new Pokemon shown, and that's like fine and normal. It gives Pokemon Concierge vibes. maybe that's part of the underlying narrative. So we have the Pokemon Center in the shop. Again, I like the vibes. It's also giving Australia, which is also cool. It's kind of Sun and Moon adjacent. It's not like so Aloha vibes, but it feels kind of tangential to that. Um, yeah. I'm curious how many new Pokemon are going to be in this generation, because they've been doing a lot with, it seems like they're doing a lot with like putting them in, like putting old Pokemon in the current generation. So I'm very curious to see how many there are actually in the new ones. Alola, my home. I would love it. But it does seem like there's going to be an emphasis on water and being underwater. I mean, this appears to be some sort of device, maybe an subaquatic contained underwater breathing apparatus, which, if we're like actually able to navigate underwater in full 360 degrees up down freedom of motion, that would be very cool. And I understand why maybe they didn't want to do such a graphical leap between Scarlet and Violet and this, if their entire thing with this game is going to be half of it's underwater. That fully makes sense to me. And I'm not trying to shit on it. Sorry, it's just early. I'm not trying to shit on it at all. I am just a little disappointed in that the graphics themselves still look like this. But I can get past it. It's not gonna like ruin the experience for me. I want the fire starter too. It definitely looks like they're putting some kind of effort into it in regards to graphics. The lighting and the shading definitely is an improvement, and I think that is just due to the Switch 2, but it doesn't look any better than Scarlet and Violet. I'm assuming it's gonna run better, but like, other than the shading, it looks exactly the same. To me. This is cool. I like the ambient lighting coming off of the Slugma there. Also, that was cool. Sorry, I should pause more on these set pieces, because like this looks sick. I just want to be here, and I like the coral under the water. Like it's. I really like the idea of just swimming. If the water is not a boundary, that is very cool. That is an exciting prospect, and I know it like hasn't been for a little bit with Scarlet and Violet and Arceus, right? You just kind of go into the water and your Pokemon would pop out and you'd just be fine. But I very much like the idea of the water actually being part of the world. And that's cool. Okay, we have some text over there. It's probably going to be some legend, exactly like what they did with Galar. Okay, and we got the Ladybug. Again, I really like that some of these fire Pokemon have like ambient lighting. I'm assuming like some of the psychic Pokemon are going to have special effects and stuff, and that's cool. It just seems like that's where we should have been already. But maybe Gen 11 we'll see a bigger jump. We have Pikachu. That looked cool. The effects on the Pokeball looked cool. It's something. And these shots are very cool. The water does look very good. Like I can't deny the water looks very, very good. And if the water's literally in the title, I would assume that they put some work into it. We have this huge resort set piece in the background. Dude, I wanna be here. Okay, we got a swamp. Swampy vibes. Look at this HD flower in the foreground. A lot of Slugma screen time. The dusk thing. I like the little windmill too. They've shown that a couple times. Lots of sand. Okay, and of course we have our starters. I think there's an easy pick here. I think this is the easiest pick of my life. Look, the bird is cool. Looks like a little chicken thing. The dog is the one. The dog is so good. It's just a poofy little dog. He's just a little guy. They're so good. They're so cute. Are you kidding me? I'm not dissing the Deca, the Gecko. The Gecko's cool. The Gecko's definitely cool. I am just the dog guy. I'm just the dog guy, you know? This is a new game. This is Wind and Waves. I mean, I'm definitely interested to see what the evolutions are, but it's that dog. It's you gotta get that dog. It's just a little fire dog. I mean, I'm a Gen 1er, right? So Growlithe has kind of always been my boy. These are actually the new starters, yes. This game is you're so right. The dog better not be bipedal. I hope it. Yeah, I am hoping that it stays on all fours. Yeah, I mean it seems like this is just Gen 10, right? So it's gonna be traditional Pokemon game. We're probably gonna be doing gyms. The grass type looks very silly. I have a hard time separating it from like Torchic. It doesn't look exactly like Torchic, but it looks like a grass version of a chicken. The water starter is cool. I am also immediately drawing parallels to Sobble, and I hope that they go a much different direction than they have with the last couple of water starters, because again, if this thing goes bipedal and just like looks like a woman, I'm gonna be disappointed. Grass type looks like it's in your nightmares. I hope they go crazy with the final evolution of this grass starter, because Blaziken is also, like, while a classic, kind of an uninspired design. And I couldn't even like begin to theorize multi-types. The dog, okay. I actually only want the bird to be bipedal. The dog and gecko should have stayed on all fours. I think water, ghost, and fire electric typing for those starters would be sick. I could actually maybe see fire electric just with how floofy this guy is. We had fire ghost last generation. I don't want to do fire ghost again. But it really does look like the Undertale dog. But I like it a lot. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I just hope that we get like another Growlithe type with this dog. I just want it to become a huge, fluffy, awesome dog. Water poison, yeah, that's completely believable. Gaster type unveiled. But as I was saying, yeah, with this bird, I do hope that they do something crazy with it. Like that's the only one that I'm like, let's full send it. If we're gonna do something like, let's do a huge bird with like crazy plumage, that's just like going everywhere. Like, I feel like we have a point of reference for pretty much every single one of these, because we had a grass bird starter in Rowlet, and this doesn't look like Rowlet. I think that there's more potential with this design. But we also have a water lizard in Sobble, and we also have a fire dog in Growlithe. So, like, we have a general point of reference for all of these, and I really kind of hope that they don't stray too much from that expectation. Because, again, if this dog just looks like Dwayne Johnson and goes upright and is just like Incineroar 2.0, I'm going to be disappointed. These are the new starters, yes. I could honestly, if they wanted to do something crazy with this generation, I could see them doing opposite typings for the starters. So if we did fire water, water grass, and grass water, that would be cool. Honestly, I wouldn't be upset about that at all. I don't know what this fire water dog would look like, but I could imagine the other two kind of coming together in that way. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see where these guys go. Pal World ruined every new starter since Paldea for me. Well, that's kind of always been the thing about like Pokemon fan games and fan designs and Pokemon inspired games, is that Pokemon has been making Pokemon for a very long time, and I think that they like nailed it with the first couple of generations, and now they have to be so careful when designing Pokemon because there are so many fan designs and there are so many offshoots that there are things that they just can't do because they don't want to get sued. If they make a design that's too close to somebody's fan design, and that fan could be like, they stole my idea. And because there's millions of fan Pokemon designs out there, they literally have to be like so careful with it. So like I see where we get designs like this. I just, again, I mean, the starters themselves are cool. Like they're fine. It's all about the final evolution. And that's always been true. I mean, I feel like the last 2 generations I've been like, oh, we got a rabbit, or like, oh, we got whatever. And then the final evolutions have been cool. And that's just kind of like what they are now. Grass type is going to evolve into fan service. I bet you 3 grapes. I honestly wouldn't disagree. The Floof would turn into steam with the Gear 5 Luffy aesthetic. That would be very cool, actually. That would be sick. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that absolutely makes sense. If they're kind of ahead of schedule. What is the main gimmick of this, you think? I think the main gimmick of this game is that underwater is going to be fully navigable. That either you're going to get a Pokemon or a scuba gear, and like you'll be able to freely explore underwater. If Rockruff is in the game, I'm buying the Switch too. Dude. Preaching to the choir. You kidding me? Yeah. No. That's what I did last. That's what I did last generation. Is I did an all dog team, and I mean, I'm one fire starter dog to away from from doing another full dog team. I got that little Rockruff, or that my wife got it for me at Pokemon Center in Japan. Don't ignore my funny comments. I'm just sorry, there's so many. My bet is that Green Burb is gonna look like Don Fry in his final evolution. It seems good that we're all in agreement that this bird is gonna be it's gonna be a man. Is going to evolve to be a man. With a massive hog. Brout. Sorry, I forgot. They did give us the names. Yeah. Look at the rocks back there. Looks exactly like Scarlet Violet, and that's fine. It's fine. This fucking little dog is so fucking cute, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm a huge fan. Pombon, yes. Little Pomeranian dog. Is gonna evolve into Infern dog. Head empty, no thoughts. Exactly. And then we have little Gekwa. Gekwa's good too. Yeah. Lack of textures again. It's fine. Water looks good. And if the water is going to be like the main thing of the game, then like fine. Though, look, okay, so this is interesting. And maybe I'm just Sea of Thieves pilled. But this little cloud over here, which if you can't see on TikTok if you're watching the vertical, but you can see it in horizontal. This little cloud over here has a certain type of shape to it, and it's kind of standing out among the others. Maybe they're gonna have like clouds be the focal points. Like if you go to where there is a cloud like resting above, it might be where like the legendaries are, or just like a point of interest. I think that would be cool. It's Wind and Waves. The Gen 10 Wind and Waves. Oh, and somebody asked me about the gimmick, and I said that underwater was going to be navigable. I am now realizing that you probably mean like Mega Evolution, Dynamaxing, etc. I have no clue. If they're going to do something like that. I would really hope that they just wouldn't do a new thing. Um, if it's water-based and logically picking the fire starter seems kind of dumb, I think. Hey, I mean, picking the fire starter has always been an indicator of difficulty, right? With Gen 1, you pick Charmander, immediately blue picks Squirtle. It's a hard fight. And then you have to go up against Onyx and Brock, and that was a hard fight. Type disadvantage. So I mean, hey, maybe that's just lore accurate picking Firestarter. I like it. I'm here for it. Pokemon gear, like gear to add to some Pokemon. I kind of like that. Just different equipments and stuff that you can put on them for navigating this very wet region. See, so like there's paths here. I'm really hoping that you don't get like a full-on like big heavy bell diving suit and you're walking on the ground. I really hope that you're like swimming freely throughout the water. But 100% you're going to be able to navigate underwater. Yeah, for sure. Like that's but with like those whale lords up there, right? You got to be able to like swim up to them, right? I mean, that's like and I will give them this. The world looks very alive. A new evolution would be awesome, but they're probably not going to do it. Like look at all the little guys. Like they've really been honing in on having a bunch of Pokemon in the overworld and just like making the world feel alive. And I'm hoping that now that we're at this point, if they're just going to commit to this art style, right? Because obviously the previous couple of gens didn't have every single Pokemon in them. I'm hoping that this one does. If like this is the 10th gen, it's like very celebratory. I think it's gonna run good. I think it's gonna run well. Like Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 runs fine. Again, it's just not like graphically mind-blowing. But I will also say that they have 1,025 plus creatures, and getting them all into this game is a really good starting point for them to then go into the next generation and focus on the other shit. Because it seems like they've said in the past that actually like getting the Pokemon into the games is always their priority, especially in the transition to 3D, and that's become more difficult with animating and fucking all of the stuff, which like that's their job, right? I think if we can get to this point where they're comfortable of like, okay, all of the Pokemon are updated. We have the new animations, and this is the art style that we're sticking with for Pokemon games. Then they can, by the next game, hopefully, actually improve the graphics. Because again, the shading in this looks really good. Like, the actual lighting system that they're using looks really good. It's just the textures that don't look any different than Sword and Shield, which is frustrating. But like, again, I say this not as a hater. I'm a fan of the series. I'm gonna play the game. I'm not upset. It's not gonna ruin my enjoyment of the game. But the textures look bad. And like that's both things can be true. Is that I will play the game. It'll probably be fun. Again, if it's not on the Switch 1, I do think that's for the best, and I think it's gonna run good. I just don't. I mean, it's both things can be true. I think it's fun. It's gonna be good. The waves look good. The textures on the trees and the rocks and the grass and the flora look bad. Is a cloud at the end a hint to something? That's what we were just talking about that. I'll just spend my time underwater because that looks awesome. It looks sick. Again. Okay, Nightwolf, I'm going to put you on blast here. Not a grown man crying over specs of a Pokemon game that doesn't come out till next year. Lamau. Again, I gotta fucking reiterate. Is there anybody crying here? Is anybody in this room crying? Where's the crying? Is the crying in the room with us? I'm not crying. I'm saying, look at this game. Look at the game that's on my screen right now. Look at these awesome, cute, little fucking cool creatures. They look good. The game looks good. The textures on the trees look bad. It's a critique. I'm not saying it's gonna ruin my experience of the game. Having a simple critique, I'm sorry, you're either 13 or 50 defending the big corpo. That's way more cringe than me having one tiny critique of this game. Yes, it's not out yet. Yes, it might look better by the time it's released, but what I'm looking at on my screen right now is just okay in the graphics department. And that's fine. It's not going to ruin my experience of the game. I'm still going to play it. But it is a genuine critique. This is real. Yes, this is from the Pokemon Presents from 50 minutes ago. Let's go through the entire trailer again, because we got a bunch of new people in here. Again, I think the shading looks awesome. Having the real-time lighting effects on these fire characters, all the shadows and that stuff looks really good. Again, it's just the textures. The only thing that I have a minimal complaint about with the graphics of the game is the textures. I think the sky looks good. I think the water looks good, and I like the Pokemon designs. But that's matter of personal opinion. It's just the textures that look bad, and hopefully by the next game they'll have that sorted out. The textures are the best Pokemon has ever produced. I can't disagree, but I can't say that's a hard threshold to beat. Yes, this is a 2027 release. But we also have again, folks. I'm not the naysayer. I'm not the guy that hates Pokemon. I like Pokemon. However, we said this exact same thing last time, and the time before that. We saw the tree in Sword and Shield. We saw the textures for Scarlet and Violet. Oh, the game's not out yet. It's gonna look better by the time it's out. And then it doesn't look better by the time it's out. And that's, again, true, but also fine. It's not a deal breaker. At the end of the day, it's all right. But there's nothing wrong with critiquing. And I do think, again, once you're in it, and if it runs good, like a smooth, solid frame rate, you're not going to be paying attention to those things. You even see they got little footprints on the sand here. That's cool. Little footprints left behind in the sand. Dope little touch. There's a bunch of stuff like that that's very cool, and I think is going to make the game just feel like the immersive Gen 10 Pokemon experience. And again, it gives me hope that by Gen 11, these games are actually going to be in a semi-consistent state where they have really locked in the art style. It looks like all angles good. I like this dog a lot. I like the dog a lot. This is the new Pokemon. This is Gen 10. I like him. I like him. You can hate. That's fine. These designs obviously are not going to be for everybody. I like dogs, and I like the fire dog. I like the fire dog a lot. Maybe water poison gecko. Maybe. I could definitely see that. The bird is really funny. I'm not gonna pick him. Brout, right? I like the dog. I like the dog a lot. Yes, Brout. That's that guy. And that's that dog. Yes, Pombon. again, it's we kind of talked about this earlier, but when you're a company whose like entire thing is designing creatures, and then that gets so popular to where you have millions of people also making creatures, you get into a really funky space with like copyright infringement and stuff like that. Like they have to be so careful with new Pokemon designs that they're not ripping from fan designs or other games that are trying to emulate Pokemon or any of those other related things. So like we're getting designs that don't feel like Pokemon because every design has already been made. Every Pokemon that looks like a Pokemon has already been designed. Uh, and so like, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. I think that little fire dog is dope. I like it. I think that Brout is funny. And I think Gekwa is probably the most Pokemon looking design of all of them. But it's all about those finals. It's all about the final evolutions. I hope that they're good. I hope that they're dope. Yes, and then we have this cloud at the end, which I was saying. I kind of hope that this dark cloud over here is like a Sea of Thieves adjacent thing, where different like clouds will mark points of interest that you can just go to freely and not have like hard waypoint or like checkpoint markers. Just be like, hey, there's this cloud in the distance. Go check it out. I bet there's something cool there. I think that'd be sick. And of course, again, what I wouldn't be surprised if there's not like a hard gimmick like terrestrialization or Dynamaxing or Mega Evolution. But like just a real focus on these underwater portions. Just like full navigation, free form navigation of underwater. Being able to swim around, do battles like just in the water would be very cool. I hope it opens up and every region becomes available. You're going to continue to be hoping for quite some time. I mean, it seems like the leaks from earlier last year are to be believed, and that is that the next project they're working on is a multi-region game. Not every region, but Kanto, Johto, and Sinnoh. This is leaked, but so was this, and all of the details of this. And this is like from Pokemon's own like investor report, so that is likely going to be happening next. But yeah, I mean, I think that the idea of wind and waves, right? Obviously, there's going to be some open world navigation gimmick. I hope it's not like another just riding Pokemon. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of like having the riding Pokemon, like riding on the Charizard or riding on like specific Pokemon, but not like having Koraidon or Miraidon. They didn't show the legendaries. Again, this game's not coming out until 2027, so they're probably going to be doing a big hype cycle of this over the next entire year. Yeah, for sure they're gonna be drip feeding the release. And again, there's no, I know you guys can't see it on TikTok, but there's no Switch 1 logo, which makes me think that it's not coming to the Switch 1, which in my opinion is a good thing. I know it leaves some people out, and that sucks, but they really need to stop developing games for that console because the Switch 2 is a much more powerful console and can make better, and there could be better games. Are you feeling the winds of the waves? It might come down to the legendaries, honestly. I don't have such a hard feeling about one or the other here. Yeah, it's a 2 exclusive. Okay, cool. If they're saying it, then good. Like that, I do think that that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the Winds logo more, but I was feeling the waves. You know, Yes, it's real. This is real. Yeah, I don't know. You seen the exclusive Pikachus? Yes, I did see the exclusive Pikachus from the beginning. Why is it being a 2 exclusive good? Again, because the Switch 2 is a much more powerful console than the Switch 1. So them continuing to try to put games out on the Switch 1 only hinders the games that they're putting out. It's why I don't think Metroid was like as exciting as it could have been, because they had to hinder its performance and its graphics and its everything so that it functioned on the Switch 1. They do not have this limitation. Yes, they showed the Pikachus at the beginning. These little guys. We got... I really like this left Pikachu a lot. I mean, I like both of them, but didn't Scarlet Violet run properly when they... It ran better on the Switch 2 when they released an upgrade for it. Yeah, these guys are a lot of fun. I like the starters. I like the starters a lot. They got a little fucking fire dog, which is like my whole thing. Landon T, thank you for the rose. Exactly. Yes, Jadiel. Yes. And I don't think it's good for like the consumer necessarily. I think it's good for the consumer because it creates a better product. But I think it's bad because not a ton of people have Switch 2s yet. And that's just the trade-off that they have to make at a certain point. But I think it looks fun. We're going to be playing it. What do you think of Zerkatry? I think Zerkatry is cool. He's a silly little guy. Sun and Moon is is probably my favorite gen. Okay, here we go. No, I mean, here's the thing. Here's also the thing. This is true for like every new generation we get. This is true for every new Doctor Who we get. Like, this is true for every new James Bond. Like, people just see something new for the first time and they have a gut reaction to it. They have a very emotional reaction to it. Yes, Winds and Waves is a new game. I think people are going to grow on these starters in the exact same way they grew on the previous ones, in the exact same way they grew on the previous ones, on the exact same way they grew on the previous ones, in the exact same way they grew on the previous ones. Like, I've been following Pokemon content for a very long time, and ever since Black and White, I can remember being like, these starters fucking suck. What did Pokemon Company do? Pokemon Company's washed. It's like, we do this every 3 years now, and then we do it again the next time. and ultimately, it's fine. And these designs are going to become iconic once they're in the anime, or once they get cards, or like... That's just what happens every single time. And I think 2 out of the 3 of these designs are very good. I like Gekwa. I like the dog. The bird, I just will have to see the other evolutions to know how I actually feel. But I'm going to be picking this dog, for sure. Which one will get the most Rule 34? Surprisingly, probably the dog. Like the first initial reaction, I like these better than Scarlet and Violet. I really liked Weed Cat. I really liked I really like my Weed Cat. Big fan. But this is the first grass starter I picked since Gen 3. Or yeah. So like I've kind of always been the fire guy, but I like the fire dog. I like the fire dog. He's cool. Pombon. Again, Brout. Ponbomb. And Gekwa. I like Quaxley into the final evolution too. I won't ever evolve. That's actually kind of based. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the Alola starters. And I'm getting a lot of Alola vibes from this trailer, and I think it's just because there's so much water. But again, if this is just like a full archipelago and you have free navigation of the entire thing, I mean, not dissimilar to what Scarlet and Violet did, but like also have the ability to go underwater and swim And that is cool. That's very cool to me. The lizard is probably going to be poison. Could be cool to see like a water dark type. If it ends up becoming like a cave dwelling lizard and like loses its eyes and like gets a little eldritch aesthetic to it, that could be cool. But it's probably poison. You're probably right. Fire fairy? Okay. Maybe. I'm curious about this bird. Could we see like grass fighting and like the other two stay bipedal and the bird becomes just like Blaziken 2? Yes, we saw that. We talked about that a couple times. The dragon-shaped cloud. Grass dark. What if they all were dark type? Yes. So again, this was my Sea of Thieves pilled take, is that this cloud is gonna be just maybe not necessarily, like, could be legendary, could be like where the legendary lies, but it could also just be points of interest, and they could make the clouds various points of interest. That just like somebody points out, like, you see that cloud over there? It has like an interesting shape and it's really dark. Maybe something's cool over there. Go like check it out. No, it can't be. It couldn't be firefighting, please. That's true. I mean, does that really count though? The Hisuian decidui. But yeah, I think that is probably what that's going to be, is just some sort of point of interest marker that's in world, in universe, without having to like put a UI checkpoint on. And just like the underwater looks good. The water looks good. And I think it needs to for a game called Pokemon Water. Or Waves. Pokemon Water and not water. Yeah, somebody said Fire Electric earlier too, which I think is probably my number one pick. Or, as somebody else had mentioned here, doing round robin typing. So like the dog becomes fire water, the water type becomes water grass, and the grass type becomes grass fire. And that could be an interesting take. Looking forward to the bug Pokemon. Love the bugs. This is real. This is on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. So that could be fun. I am excited to learn more. It's a 2027 release, so it's gonna be a while. I feel like the Pikachu looks different. We might get a region form. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll put that the white Pikachu, the ghost Pikachu, in here. Yeah, I guess I'm interested to see what they do with like regional forms too, if they're gonna keep doing that. I don't know. Yeah, I would also guess spring 2027. I'm just surprised it's not a holiday release. But hey, what are you gonna do? I think that's where we're gonna call this stream. This one was a lot of fun. They didn't reveal too terribly much for the rest of the presents. This was kind of the big thing. Sorry, I'm not buying anybody Switch 2s. I'm a Dragon Ball content creator. I make Dragon Ball Classic Abridged, and I play Sparking Zero on stream sometimes. Gunchpot on all platforms. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And, of course, as always, goodbye forever. And that's going to go for you guys over on Twitch and YouTube as well. Greninjon, sorry I didn't explicitly answer you. Basically just what we've been talking about for the last 40 minutes. Tally, thanks for coming in. Totally Clips, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you guys. We'll be talking about this more in the future. But until then, goodbye forever.